Aki, welcome and thank you so much for taking the time to connect with us and with your fans in Peru. I'm Carla Penalillo, and I had the chance to meet you in the meet and greet last year, no, since 2 years ago here in Lima. So it's great to see
Nice.
you again. Yes.
Yeah, feels good. I mean, I'm at home. I'm in my home garden, trying to have and enjoy some time off. Yeah, and tomorrow we have a concert here in Finland, and then I think we go to Czech Republic, and then we go to Germany. And it's been really busy times lately for us, but it's been mostly super fun.
Yes, I imagine that. I think that between the album presence and the world tour, you have some time to rest. I think to connect with maybe your family, maybe with yourself. How is this time to prepare for the world tour?
Well, as I said, right now we do some festivals, and also we have some time off, which is nice because summer here in Finland it's so short. So we try to enjoy it, and when we have days off, we like, for example, myself, I go to my summer place, which is in the middle of forest, and it's by the lake, and there is a sauna that I can heat with the wood, and yeah, it really calms me down to go to that kind of place. But right now I'm in Helsinki, which is great too. Yeah, and after the festivals, we will have a lot of shows because we go to the USA. I think we play like 28 shows in the USA just before we come to Latin America and to Lima, to Peru. So yeah, but we enjoy it. We are in a good place with the band at the moment, and the feeling is great. So we love to play the shows, and every show this summer and before the summer here, every show has been like amazing. So we
I
feel
think
happy.
that's good. So we have some questions from us as a fans.
Yeah.
That we are always curious to learn more about you, about the band in general. And there have been some stories about how you joined the band, and we like to know if is it true that before you becoming the drummer of the Rasmus, you used to sell merchandising at their concerts, and we like to know if is this true, and how did you first met with the guys?
Oh yeah. Now we are talking like quite many years like ago. It was 99 when I first time met the guys of the Rasmus, Lauri, Eero, and Pauli. I used to play in a band, so like everybody, if you play in a band, you basically know everybody here in Helsinki. We are such a small country, and this city is so small. But anyway, I think I met the guys for the first time at Tavastia, which is the most legendary like a rock club here in Helsinki. And that summer, it was summer 99, so like 27 years ago. I was actually, I had a summer job. I was an actor in a Finnish TV program or like series, and then for the weekends, the guys asked me to join them to sell some merchandise and go on tour with them. And I was helping them with the gear. I was tuning the drums and doing some sound checks and stuff like that. But mostly like as a friend. And yeah, so you are right. That is true. It's a fact. But very rapidly after this summer, when the autumn came, the previous drummer Janne, who is actually dead nowadays, rest in peace, he wanted to have some vacations, and he wanted to travel. And the rest of the band, Pauli, Lauri, and Eero, they were feeling that no way, we are not going to have a break. We have to move on. We have to make new music. And then I was like, hey, I'm in Finland, I'm in Helsinki, I can help you out, and I can come to your rehearsal place, and we could just jam and write some new music and play a little bit and have some fun. And the guys were like, okay, that's fine. And quite fast after that, they asked me to join the band because everything was working so well. And on the other hand, they knew that I was a good enough drummer for them, because I also used to play in a couple of Finnish bands called Kwan and Killer, which were like kind of slowly taking off, and they had their first hits on the radio. And then I had a really like a difficult decision to make, because I already was in two bands, and I was like, oh my god, can I really, like, I need to give like 200% if I want to focus on the Rasmus. And then one or two sleepless nights, and then I decided that I'm gonna quit in these two other bands and join the Rasmus. And rest is history. Then we made songs like Falling and Chill. So for Falling was my first single with the Rasmus, and we signed a new record label in Sweden, and things started to happen really fast. And yeah, so that was 27 years ago. I'm still here and still happy to do this, and really we are really good friends with Lauri and Eero, and now Empu, and we really enjoy it. And I have a feeling that band has now like another gear on, and we still have some places we haven't played in, some countries, and we feel that we are stronger than in years at the moment. So that's good.
You just talk about falling.
Yeah.
That was the first videos that I saw from the Rasmus, and I just remember saw you at the drums and said, "Oh wow, what a powerful drums!" There is in the part of Laura say, "Ooh," and you're just with a lot of power at the drums. I remember that first impressions of saw you in the drums.
Nice.
Yes.
And actually, I'm like not really crying, but I'm even crying in that video. And Pauli was bleeding, and we had so much fun to film that video. It's a legendary video here in Finland, because it's also like really good. How do you say it? Like it really shows the time and like the city and everything. Like it's really like 2000 and let's say 2000. It's it's a legendary video. I really love it still. Like, it's well made, and good memories.
I think that that video shows like a different face of the band. If we compare with In the Shadows, like more dark and like another atmospheric stuff. In that, I think it's more like you said, the city, your environment. It shows for us that are in different kind of cities. It is very like catch the eye for us. But
Yeah, it must look different for you guys.
yes, you just said, you just tell us how you joined the Rasmus, but what has changed the most about since you joined the band, and how would you describe your role shaping the band sound? But your role like drummer, it's very important for the band.
Hmm. Well, like playing in the band is not only playing your instruments. It's much more, and it's more about. It's also quite a lot about chemistry between the band members, and we are lucky to have really good people in this group of the Rasmus, and it's not like that every band has it, because we've seen so many bands coming and going, and which is kind of sad, but we still continue, and we still feel that we want to do this. And if you ask about my role in this band, and I said like it's not only playing. We really, myself and the band, we really want to have our hands on everything. If we talk about videos, photos. We do our own social media stuff because we want to be close to the fans. I try to answer questions. I try to be active on my socials. Uh, and like there is so many other things than playing the show. Actually, playing the show is like really minimum part of the whole thing. Uh, but yeah, I don't know what was the wrong question anymore. But yeah, it's we have different kind of roles in this band and different kind of like responsibilities. But the main thing is that we kind of still think the same. And if I decide something, people agree about that. If Lauri decides something, it's absolutely fine for everybody because we know how we want to be and how we want to be creative in this band.
So when you join the Rasmus, do you think that you will go so far, like world tours and like meeting people from the other part of the world?
We had this kind of a dream or like little hope that we'll get to play outside of Finland, and that was really a goal for us. So that's why we, for example, signed the Swedish record label, that they will have a better chance to help us to play outside of Finland and release our songs outside of Finland. And it was kind of step by step kind of thing, because this Into album, where the Falling was, is it didn't really make it outside of Finland that much, but we played our first gigs in Germany, in Sweden, I think in Denmark, in Norway. But then when In the Shadows was out, then things really started to happen. Like it was like a kind of a snowball effect, if you know what I mean. Like first it got really big in Germany, and like we got every week we got some nice news that this is a lot played on the radio, and we got this invitation to come for the first time to Mexico and then to Latin America, and we were like, whoa, what's happening here? And so you have to be careful what you wish for, because it might happen. And of course we were so happy and hungry, and we never said no. Like if you want to play Lima for the first time, we are like, yeah, let's do it. And those were busy years when Dead Letters was released. And but the answer, we felt that there is a chance that something will happen, but it's not sure. It's you never know. But we had our dreams, and we were kind of aiming to our goals, and it really happened. And now we've been playing maybe in 80 different countries in the world, which is fantastic. And still, like next year, we will get some more. And also in Latin America, we will play for the first time in Honduras. We play for the first time in San Salvador, for example. So we are really, really lucky and happy about it.
Mm-hmm. And I think that you just said about you have to be careful for what you wish. So in the place that it is the Rasmus nowadays, what are you looking for next for the band?
Well, right now, as you might know, we've been focusing quite much in the USA, and now we just released our first headline tour in the USA, which is really like exciting for us. And we just signed a new record label in the USA, so basically we will have some focus there. But we never forget any other territories that we have, and we hope to be busy. We hope to be, we hope to play many times for you in Peru, and like as I said, it's a good state. It's a good moment for the band right now. Especially like here we just played in Spain. Was it like 2 weeks ago? And we haven't been playing there like in the last 15 years or something. And it was such a beautiful thing to go there and meet all these old and new fans too. And we played a festival there, you know, so many people came to see us, and it was just mind blowing that, you know, we have fans around the world, and we never forget. I mean, especially when you look at your Instagram, everybody is asking like, when you come here, when you come there. But still, you know, we do our best. We cannot clone ourselves, but we still, you know, we really want to play every city, every country, every part of this world. And I think we will have some nice years in the future.
I feel that you are like unstoppable. You are. I saw you social media, and I saw you playing here, playing in that place, and the release for the new album, and also recording new things on America, and that energy. I think that keep us like a fans like very happy to be like to see the band, to enjoy, to do new stuff and new music. It's very important for us. But which part of the creative process do you enjoy the most? Releasing, recording in studio, or maybe performing live?
Well, I love the live shows. That's the best part of it. Of course, creating something new, it's exciting and fun and nice. But once you have a chance to play those songs in front of the audience, your fans, your friends, your people, it's just, you know, so much love and energy in the air. It's just fantastic. So if I need to pick one, it's the live shows for me.
I think it's for us too.
Yeah, I mean, like we are coming to Peru in October. Was it 27th? So
Yes.
it's pretty soon. I look so much forward to meet you guys there, and you know, like, because every gig in Peru has been like amazing. And it's actually, I have my birthday 28th of October, which is the next day. So I think we're gonna have a big party in Peru with you guys.
Yes, that's good news for all the fans in the Rasmus Peru. I think they will love this part of the interview. So
Nice.
share that with us. Um, the Rasmus relationship with Peru has been unique. You performed here for the first time in 2016. Now you're returning to Lima. So, what is your favorite part of being here in Lima?
Whoa. uh, I'm just so pleaseful that and thankful that we have a chance to come there and play. And I think it's of course meeting the fans, but like the show is the main thing. Like when the intro starts, that's the moment when, you know, I wake up, and you know, like it's a really powerful and strong feeling. And then like we play normally like 90 minutes to 100 minutes, like long set with a lot of songs and a lot of like emotions and sharing it with the great people in the audience. That's always the best thing. So I really enjoy those live gigs. It's just amazing, and you know, the feeling in your country. I just never want to leave the stage. I would just keep it going because it's you guys know how to treat us nicely, and it's just amazing. I'm so thankful and really love you guys there, and it's can't wait a couple of months and we'll be there.
I want to tell you a secret about us, the fans, because we are very conscious about that. We are very passionate, and we don't have afraid to like show us affection. And for example, before the meet and greet with all the fans that are here waiting for see you, and we say like, you have to be respectful, please don't be like too passionate because of the culture. Maybe there's a conflict with the Finland culture. Please be quiet, don't shout out loud. Be the most respectful that we could with you. But I think that you are, you just realize that we are like that. When I approach that day to you, you are like the one who hacked us and approached physically to us. Uh, do you have that in mind, that we maybe have that contrast of cultural, um, I don't know how to say it, this cultural stuff.
Yeah, we know how it is nowadays or now, but for the first time when we came to Latin American countries and to Peru, uh, because in Finland, people, when you meet a new person, you shake hands like this, and you keep the little distance between you guys. And then, like, for the first time in Lima, I had like lipstick all over me, and I was like, okay, well, what's happening now? And it was not a shock, but like it's very different how people behave in my country. But now we know how it is, and we like to hug. World needs more hugs, and like more love and more things like that. So it's absolutely fine. And the thing is that if you had those little like meetings before the meet and greet, I can tell you that you forget everything, because when we meet, you're like like that. So, but that's absolutely fine. We are really nice for our fans, and we really like them. So no worries. We can hug soon.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes about that,
Good.
to tell all the fans that it's okay to hug
It's okay.
you, to be a little bit louder.
That's absolutely fine.
So this year has been very special for us because the release of Weirdo. So this album, I feel that it's heavier than the previous one, and you, like a drummer, you make an impact for this since the opening track. It feels very like heavier. Uh, how this energy come about during the making the album?
Good question. We felt that we would like to do like a bit more heavier album, and everything happened like really naturally. Lauri, who is the main songwriter, he brought us songs which needed to be like handled a bit more in a heavier way with more heavier sounds. So, you know, we do music what we like, and we've been actually listening quite a lot like recently, like a bit more heavier stuff. And so the little change was natural, and I think we will continue doing like a bit more harder stuff in the future as well. So be prepared.
You said a moment before, Lori is the band's main lyricist. Uh, even even though the songs are born with his perspective, do you feel that the lyrics also reflect experiences and emotions shared with the rest of the band?
Yes, 100%. Uh, we talk about the lyrics quite a lot, especially like for the latest album, Weirdo. We did speak about those, feelings and emotions and moods and stuff. And I can, relate to every song, and that's really important actually. when I was younger, I didn't listen to the lyrics that much. I was more like into the music and melodies and harmonies and stuff like that. But nowadays, it's really important, and it's really interesting to you know understand what's going on in the song and what the singer or the band is willing to like express, and what they are trying to say to you, and like, so it's really important to know what the songs are about.
Mhm. And also, it's like you said at the beginning, you're not only playing your instrument, you're like putting all that feelings in when you play that song, every song. You have to. I think I'm not a musician, but I love music like you, and I feel that when a musician plays with all the heart and the soul, put the soul, the completely soul in their song, and I feel the difference when it's a musician that it is like their work. No, it's like their work to be there and playing. I
Yeah,
feel as a fan, as a listener, and as a lover of music, I feel that difference.
yeah, I agree, exactly.
I'd like to ask you about your experience in Eurovision. I like Eurovision since I have like 15, I think, since I realized that Eurovision exists as a Latin American girl. So how was your experience? I think that is very like you have to prepare so much for that presentation.
Yeah, right. In Finland, the system is so that first you have to win the UMK, which is Uuden musiikin kilpailu in Finnish. It means that, there is like, I don't know how many bands or artists, like 8. So you have to, be number 1, and then you are going to represent Finland in the Eurovision. Yeah, and that happened with us. And we already did a lot of work for our show in the UMK. And the fact that, just before the UMK, there was a COVID time, and, the band split up because Pauli left the band, and, we kind of didn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden, we were in a situation that, are we going to continue or not? And then me and Eera and Lauri, we were like, yes, we would love to continue. What should we do? We have to get a guitarist. And we were lucky enough to get Empu in the band. And then we got this idea to go to Eurovision, win the UMK, go to Eurovision. And all that happened. Uh, it was a really nice experience, especially after the COVID times, and also because Empu joined the band. We got to know each other really well, and we had once again, we had a goal, we had something to do together, and let's say it was a special kind of thing to do. Musically, I don't know, but as an experience, it was really so much fun and great. I'm so happy that we took part of Eurovision, but that's in the past now, and we do something else now. It's good to have this experience. It was fun, and especially the 2 weeks we spent in Italy, in Torino, in Turin. It was amazing. We had so much fun.
Yes, I vote for you. Uh,
Thank you. Gracias.
from here from Peru. And when I realized that you are going to represent Finland, I was like so happy and so surprised too, because I didn't hear from you for years, and now you're in Eurovision and win. So it was good news for the fans, I think. Um,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. And also, it's a biggest music show on television. Like, is it like 200 million people watching the finals? So why not?
And after so many years on the road touring, what have been the most valuable lesson you've learned from that kind of life from touring?
Whoa, that's a hard one. Well, I think the most important thing is to keep the core happy. This time, I mean, like the band and the crew and the people we are traveling with. If everybody is happy, then things go smoothly and the shows will be better. Uh, so I think that's the most important thing. And be open-minded, and like be open. If something's wrong, speak it out. No, don't keep it for yourself. Uh, yeah, that's it.
Okay. What do you think that is the more important thing to do to prepare you physically for a long tour? But you as a drummer, I think that physically it's very like it's hard.
It's very physical. It's very physical. Yeah, you have when you do the touring and live shows and everything in the band. It's like you have to be in a good shape, and not only physically but also mentally, because it's sometimes you don't get to sleep enough, or it's like a lot of shows, and of course we get sometimes tired. It's normal, but like when you need to rest, you have to rest. I mean, you know you cannot just keep going and going without no sleep, for example. And sometimes it's heavy when you have to fly, you have to sit in the van, you have to travel, but that's part of it. And like you have to be in a good shape, you have to be physically and mentally strong to handle this. You're right.
So there is a song that is more demanding for you to play live. The
Oh,
most demanding song to play live for you.
well, I don't know. I would say it's Banksy, because it's so fast. It's only like 2 minute song, but it's so fast and it's so much energy like pushed into this 2 minutes. So it's really like, but it's a fun song to play. One of my favorites to play live. I really like to play the new stuff live because I like those songs and I like the riffs and I like the energy in the songs. But yeah, Banksy is physically pretty fast for me and pretty like yeah, it's energetic.
I'm curious about how you decide the set list in a tour.
Yeah, we are not playing that much the old stuff, like the old stuff before I joined the band. Uh, Maybe the oldest song we play is Falling at the moment, and then sometimes we play Chill, and of course we play many songs from Dead Letters because those are the songs that people really love. And as you said, we pick up some of our favorites from the latest album. Uh, this on this tour we wanted to play like a rock set. So basically, like all the songs are the rockiest ones or the hardest ones. And I don't know why, but it just feels right. And about the order, it's also difficult. You just feel it, like if you end a song, you know how the song ends and how do you want to like continue. Yeah, but it's, and also like we play October and April, we want Empu to sing with us also on the stage, and yeah, but let's see. I mean, I don't know what we play in the fall yet. So let's see what's going to happen with that. Maybe we play Rakkauslaulu and Ufolaulu. Those the only ones in Finnish, and maybe you will come to sing with the band or somebody from the audience. You never know.
That would be very interesting, and I will love that. I will love that.
Nice.
I love Finnish language. I used to listen a lot of rock in Finnish, like Uniklubi is one of my favorite bands. So I think that would be very
Yeah, let's see.
for us. We will be prepared for that. So
Okay.
it is possible to for a next album to have that exclusive material, or maybe some songs, like additional songs for new albums.
Yeah, I mean, we are not that far with the next album yet. So basically, we just started. We wrote some songs in LA, but it's a long way to go. So I can't answer that yet. But I also like the B sides of the bands. But of course, the kind of because the format has been changing. You might listen to your music on your Spotify or like those platforms. Back in the day when you had CDs, you made like deluxe versions and some extra, something tour editions or whatever. So it was a bit more like there was a bigger meaning for the extra songs. Now it's been changing quite a lot. So, but let's see. I mean, that's a good idea. I will make my note.
Okay. So another things that the fans would like to know about your what do you think about using AI and nowadays for like producing or maybe do new music?
Well, we don't use AI. We
We
write the songs and the lyrics. That's our way to do it. And so I would say no for the AI. You can use it maybe for something, but not making art. I would say it's that's my opinion.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And here in Peru, we have a phrase that is very famous. Um, Maybe you have seen that phrase in our comments from the tour, or maybe in your social media. We said Peru es clave. That means Peru is the key. It's like the password, like very specific thing all over the world. So maybe you can tell that for all the Rasmus Peru fans. Peru es clave.
Sorry, it's noisy. Peru es
Clave.
Glaube.
Clave.
How do Glaube? Glaube.
Mhm.
Hey guys, I have a really important message to you. I don't know how to say this, but Peru es Glaube.
Okay, nice try. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Maybe that will help you for the show. I think all the people is going crazy if you say Peru es clave.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I put it on my notes.
Okay. So Aki, thank you so much for your time. It's very made me happy to talk with you today. I think for all the Rasmus Peru fans, I will ask you please to send a special message, especially for the Rasmus Peru fans.
Yeah. Hey, the Rasmus Peru. I really missed you. And luckily, we have a chance to meet in October when we come over with the band, the Rasmus. Uh, Keep it up. I love your work. I've seen your Instagram. It's really active. Keep it that way. And tell my greetings to everybody, okay?